Well, hey there, welcome. Merry Christmas. Go grab yourself some eggnog if you are on Janie's team of things, and some hot chocolate if you're a normal human being.
Don't be a hater.
I know, I'm in the minority. Everyone always tells me like, oh, eggnog's the best, and I tell them that I want to vomit whenever I like taste it, and they're like, what?
I know, I don't like it either. Jordan loves it.
My friends are just like incredulous with me, and they have, I've become like a social outcast.
Warm ice.
Don't be a hater, Jonah.
Look, I'm just telling you what happens to my body when I try and drink it. You know, I eat too much red chili, and the aftermath's not pretty. It's just what physically happens, okay? I'm just saying.
Oh, goodness. Okay, what are we going to talk about this episode?
We are going to talk about your favorite Christmas traditions / aspects / elements. And we're not talking about the Christmas story fudge. We are just talking about other stuff.
Okay, so let's start out. What's your favorite Christmas meal, food thing? What's your favorite? Okay, Janie likes eggnog. What else do you like, Janie?
For Christmas, you know, there's really nothing special. And don't hate me again, but I really do like fruitcake.
Tell us about
I don't know that I've ever had fruitcake.
Not bad fruitcake, not Walgreens fruitcake. I mean like Texas Manor or whatever that brand is. Fruitcake that is like 10 pounds. Just something that's like really, really good. I do like fruitcake.
Huh.
I don't know that I've ever had fruitcake.
I know the food of shame, but I
No,
I mean, I
hey,
eat Taco Bell, so you have no shame for me.
but Janie, I mean, it's a thing, so it's got to be, people have to like it.
It can't just be one person because someone has to make it.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you like?
My mom and my sister used to make fours, which is homemade caramel pecans dipped in chocolate. And English toffee, talking about the candy kind of thing. Hot cider, and then Christmas Day, I like to make chile rellenos. We like to have a little bit of.
We have New Mexican Christmas with our actual Christmas, so it's usually like carne adobada and chile rellenos, and it's like a sacred. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. So what's your favorite food?
Probably that.
Yeah. But you like the English toffee because you actually make that yourself.
I do make the English toffee. That's like I like to make that and give that out to people. But some people don't always like it for some reason, and those are the people that I just write off as derelict or something. I don't know.
We used to make sandies. Talk about getting sick on things. I used to make, kind of a dry. You know what a sandy is? Mm-hmm. And we all got the flu one year when he was little, and I can't eat them.
Yeah.
I'm done with sandies.
That's your version of the animal crackers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I do like a good a dark hot chocolate with like peppermint in it. I appreciate. Not a peppermint person? What?
You don't like chocolate peppermint?
Huh. Okay.
Okay, anyway.
I mean, I don't like eggnog, so we're tit for tat, That's just
Okay,
where we're at.
how about favorite, we talked about favorite foods. What about, let's talk a little bit, I want to talk about movies. I want favorite Christmas show.
Oh.
Should we talk about that now?
I'm gonna need a second
Everybody
to
needs
think
to
about
think about that. Okay, so do you like white lights or colored lights on your tree? Do you like a flock, or a real tree, fake tree? What's your favorite, Janie? What's your favorite tree?
Oh, trees. Well, I like seeing a live tree. I enjoyed your live tree, the last Christmas party that I went to. I really enjoyed that. But at my age, and because, it's questionable whether even the grandchildren will show up, especially this year, it's all fake tree. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I like colored lights, even though white lights are pretty in themselves. I really like colored lights.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say, I'm with Janie on this one. I don't know if it's Farolitos or Luminarias, but I love them either way.
Yeah.
Getting to go to downtown Santa Fe and do the Canyon Road walk and just see all the lights up, and just like Christmas in Santa Fe is just pretty magical. Like when there's a little bit of snow on the ground, and I guess I call them Farolitos, but
I'm not sure. I see Farolitos are the small things, the bags, and the Luminarias are like big, like the open fire.
The bonfire thing.
I don't know.
No, I know.
It's safe to say, arguably, Santa Fe does Christmas about as good as anyone. And I guess people like to go to New York City and the big cities and see the store windows and stuff. But
Yeah,
we
but it's
really,
like generic.
we know what we're doing here in Santa Fe celebrating.
I
Christmas.
respect that, but it's just kind of generic, like a big city Christmas. Like there's like it doesn't.
It's pretty special.
Yeah, that's true.
I gotta say that.
Yeah, those store windows. I have not been there at Christmas, but
Yeah.
okay. So I like a real tree. I also like trees. Now that they're smaller and I can decorate them.
No, they're not a 9-foot
Easily.
artificial tree that you have to
Yeah.
put each branch on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice and Christmassy.
Hey, this is, you know what? When the season is over, we just shove it back in the box. It's decorated, and there you go. Did you have to put much? Jade, you decorated this for us. You didn't have to do much.
Pulled it out and stuck the balls down.
Yeah, it's already lit. I just stuck it in there in January, and till next year. We have the Christmas play here at Christ Church. That maybe that's a little bit of that. It's like, oosh. We didn't get to do it this year, but we're gonna, hopefully next year. What else? We have a youth Christmas party. Okay, so we just were talking about favorites.
Yeah. Well, I gotta throw this in real quick. One of my favorite things to do during Christmas time is an ugly Christmas sweater party or contest or whatever. That's just the most fun.
So let's talk about the sweater Jonah's wearing.
And I don't think it's that ugly.
No, but usually what I do is I hook a bunch of ornaments into it that are ugly because like the knitting on it's far enough apart that I can get hooks into it. And it's hilarious because I walked in one time to a party and I had a giant Merry Christmas banner going across and down to my knees.
Okay, so
Sorry about this.
I cannot. Okay, this was my father-in-law's sweater when he was in high school or college, and what's puzzling me is I can't remember that his mother was a knitter. She was a piano player and an artist, but it was my mother-in-law's mother that was the knitter. So I don't. Somebody that's like a 70-year-old. That's like a.
It's awesome and it smells appropriately.
It's like a 60-year-old sweater. And
It has a special
Drew
smell to
wore
it.
that. I used to wear it in the 80s, and it doesn't have any moth holes in it. It is beautifully made. So even though it does go for the ugly sweater party, you do put things on it to make it look ugly. You also had this really cute. I may have a picture of it. That Polly, your great grandmother, knitted for Drew when he was my husband when he was little, and it was this really fluffy white sweater with these little balls and a little shawl collar. And I have a picture of him when he was a little boy wearing it. It's kind of itchy, really cute.
So I get to look at me as a little baby and see, one, holy crap, he was fat, and two, adorable baby, even if he was bald.
No, you're 3.
So that's like one of my favorite things about Christmas is ugly Christmas sweaters. Tip, if you want to win, just stick a mirror on a sweater. But the other thing we got to talk about is, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, right off the bat, Charlie Brown Christmas, Grinch, the cartoon version of Grinch, and the Jim Carrey one.
I love the Jim Carrey, How the
Yeah,
Grinch Stole Christmas.
those are I won't steal it because there's.
So good.
What's yours, Janie?
A Christmas Carol, every version of it. I will watch every version of it.
Huh. Do you watch them outside of Christmas, or do you save them for Christmas?
I save up in like December. I'll start watching them.
Yeah, I don't
What's
know.
yours?
Probably How the Grinch Stole Christmas, just because like our family really loves it and thinks it's hilarious, and we go around quoting it. So that's a good one. A Christmas Story. I love A Christmas Story, and the fudge in the Christmas Story. Just hilarious, What can I say? So.
Okay, so there's a little bit of a, spiritual purpose to this, right?
Never. What other than commercial gain and objects and gifts that will most likely get thrown out like 2 weeks after Christmas? What is the purpose of Christmas other than that?
Oh, I did think before we do that, what's your favorite gift you've ever gotten for Christmas? I know, I have pictures of it.
Me? It was Optimus Prime.
Oh, I was thinking of the G.I. Joe that would move his mouth.
Oh, I did love that one too. Well, no, because I've always loved Optimus Prime, and this was a Christmas, I asked for Optimus Prime, and I was 95% certain that I was not gonna get an Optimus Prime. I was kind of going into Christmas a little bit on a downer. I don't care any other gift I get. I don't care if I get a car, if it's not Optimus Prime, I'm going to be sad. And it was the last gift I opened. And I opened it up, and it was Optimus freaking Prime, and 10-year-old me was bouncing off the walls. I'm pretty sure I nearly clocked my grandpa running around the room with the box. Like, I loved it. I loved it. So, name me a better hero than Optimus Prime.
Do you remember your favorite Christmas gift?
As an adult, you know, one of my favorite gifts was going to California, and another one as a thing was my cheap hair flattener.
Oh, yeah.
I love that thing, man. It's old, but I love that thing because that thing has been going for years and years.
That's awesome.
So it's, yeah.
What about you?
As a child, always got a baby doll. I love baby dolls. But anyway.
She loves babies. She's happy to be a
I had this whole little
appreciated.
set. It's called the Sunshine Family. And my mom bought me the set one year, and then for a couple years after that, I got the little house that went with it, and a little Jeep that went with it. And it was like this little hippie family. And I could build little things with it. That was my favorite. Yeah. So.
What about like later on as an adult from your lovely husband?
Oh, one year he sweetly got me these real pretty sterling silver hair barrettes. And that was just like totally kind of out of character for him. Really pretty.
I would say like Optimus Prime is awesome, but long-term favorite Christmas gift is our parents would get us ski lessons, and so we got to learn how to ski. And that was that is the gift that keeps on giving. And it's been awesome because we get to go skiing with our family and do that together, and that's just a fun
You guys are very
experience.
athletic, so
Yeah.
that's a great gift.
So,
Yeah. Even I ski, and I'm not very athletic. But I mean, I make an attempt to ski.
she does rank family vacation activities ranked on how much sweat they require. So just we're putting that in perspective.
Okay.
Last question. Not like we have an agenda or anything, being your youth pastor people. But, and Janie, we're hearing from you too. What's your favorite part of the Christmas story? And I'm not talking like when Santa and his elves all get their junk together and take stuff to people. I'm talking like, when Joseph and Mary are told they're gonna have kids.
So
Janie
wants to.
So, what's your favorite part of this Christmas story?
The favorite part since I was a child has always been sitting out, looking up at the sky and wondering what that star looked like. If it was off camera, Jonah was talking about it being a supernova, maybe, or something like that, or maybe it was an angel leading the wise men. It just makes you wonder, what did it actually look like? Did the shepherds see it? They got to see the whole heavens opening up. To me, that's fascinating. And since I was a child, that's always been something that I really loved imagining.
Yeah, me too. The shepherds in the field, and the heavenly host, the angels, and I guess I could imagine it. Yeah, I don't know. And I love the way people have in recent years talked about how they were. The shepherds were not really desirable citizens, people. They were and for Christ to be proclaimed to them first as one of the first people, that's really cool.
I know it's doesn't all happen at the same time in the actual story, but I love that in the nativity it's the kings and the shepherds at the same place in the same time, and it's not that it has to be at the same time, but the fact that the good news that Jesus is here is something. It doesn't matter if you've got money or not, if you're powerful or not, it matters, and it's good news, and it's something worth celebrating. I'd say beyond that, I do really love kind of the leading up to it with Mary and Joseph, and the trying to find a place for them, and getting to see in the story how God provides and makes that happen, and that Joseph totally doesn't peace out, homie,
Yeah, that when the angel appeared to Mary and then appeared to Joseph in a dream, the fact that he actually believed, that's really sweet.
And the fact that Mary is not nope, I'm out, I don't know, just really, really love it.
There's some beautiful stories in the whole nativity story. What about when Mary goes to visit Elizabeth and John the Baptist leaps in her womb. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I also,
Very many beautiful things.
there's
Yeah.
so many cool things.
Yeah.
About Mary's submission to, I mean, even these days, it's like, yeah, make me pregnant. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that just shows that sweet spirit, you know, the work of the Holy Spirit happening there. And it's all very amazing.
It's just, I don't know, I think it's cool to go to that story and think about it and really kind of put yourself in the story and imagine being one of those people and realizing like this is God and he's gonna be coming down for the first time this way. Like he's never, like this is it, this is the thing, you know, and to like in that moment be faced with that is like really nuts. I don't know how I would react if an angel came to me and said, you're gonna become pregnant and it's gonna be God. And I would be like, what? I mean, of course I would, but if I was told I would be the dad, you know, what, any of that, it's just kind of hard to imagine that. But it's like, yeah, on one side, it's the most ridiculous story you've ever heard, and the other side, it's the most humble story you've ever heard.
Yeah.
And it has both aspects.
There's a song that maybe we can link here, that Sovereign Grace music, and the words in it just talk about holding God in your arms. It's just so beautiful. Yeah. We need to talk about favorite Christmas
Well, I was
songs.
gonna say, like, last question has to be, what's your favorite Christmas song?
Maybe we can end with some beautiful Christmas songs.
My all-time favorite Christmas song, and I think it always will be, is "O Come, O Come, Emmanuel."
Yeah,
You just.
we do Christmas music. What's yours, Janie?
I have some secular and religious. I like both of them. You know, I'm kind of like Jonah. I really like Christmas and stuff. So I like secular music. I love playing Christmas music in band in high school. But I love the religious, you know, the music that we hear at church. You know, just yeah.
I like "Oh Holy Night," and I like "Hark the Herald Angels Sing." That's a fun one to sing with little kids too.
Those are real good.
Fun memories from Christmas. A lot of. It's a beautiful season. We hope you guys are enjoying your Advent season.
It's a good time.
Yep.
So we're praying for you guys and hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, celebrating however you decide to celebrate. Whether you're a Grinch or an elf or whatever you are.
How about a Christmas angel?
Or an angel. You could be an angel. Merry Christmas.